All right. Going live from the rooftop here in Henderson. There's Black Mountain over that way. There's the sun. And as you can see, pretty much all the way around here, there's not a whole lot of contrails. I wonder what's up with that. Because the temperature is pretty much the same here. But there are no contrails coming from any of the planes going over us. No thick, heavy ones anyway. No chemtrails. Just regular contrails. And like I said before in previous videos, I'll say it again. I'm done debating with anyone that refuses to believe that they are spraying chemicals in our skies. I'm done debating on that topic with anyone. I'm getting kind of tired once again of the few trolls that show up on my channel when I'm showing chemtrails in the sky and insulting my intelligence and trying to come out in defense of the climateers. So, and in case some of y'all don't know it, the word climateers, that's my own made-up word. Just kind of combined climate engineers into climateers, and often I'll refer to the weather warfarians as NOAA and the climateers. And, you know, that climate engineering, it's an actual subject in some of the universities where people can get degrees in climate engineering. So climateers just seems to make sense to me. But as you can see, there's no heavy spraying going on here in southern Nevada right now. There's a pretty good haze off in the distance and pretty much all the way around us, because a lot of those chemicals that they sprayed the other day have kind of settled down into the ground level. But yeah, I'm done, you know, debating on whether or not they are or they are not doing it, because they absolutely are doing it. It's very methodical in some of their climate engineering projects that they have going on. And out there to the west, that's California. Out there to the west, those are the Sierra Nevadas. There's Red Rock down in that area. You can see the haze that has just kind of settled over some of the low-lying areas up there to the north of our location. That's the valley there that heads up towards Area 51 and Nellis off in that direction there. There's Sunrise Mountain. And I don't know if I can, I don't think I can zoom in. Yeah, this is max zoom on my camera phone here. But there is one of those Doppler radars down in there that I see very often influencing our local weather patterns when I look at the weather radar and the satellite images and everything. So it's not a question of whether or not they are or they are not doing it. And right now, we need to really push hard with President Trump getting into office and having some association with Bobby, with RFK Jr. We really need to keep pushing really hard to make people aware of climate engineering, weather manipulation, geoengineering, all of it. It needs to stop. Enough is enough. You know? There's the BQ hill up there at the Lake Mead foothills, reminding everybody to BQ, because we are the news now, right? Yeah. There's the tailings left over from all the mining that went on here in the valley. That's toward Hoover Dam there. And you can kind of see there's the solar array field that just keeps getting bigger off there at the base of the mountain. A lot of times I'll see planes at night coming and hovering over that thing too. It's a pretty big array, photovoltaic solar array field that they have up that way toward the east. So, yeah. That's the south. There's Horizon Ridge area there. They're putting up a bunch more housing over there because, you know, we don't have enough of a water shortage, water emergency around here. They got to put up more houses. So, yep. And just a reminder to anyone that lives here in the valley, Southern Nevada Water Authority has told us that our new winter watering schedule is 1 day a week. They actually say in their ads and in their commercials, you're only allowed is the key word, to water 1 day a week. Meanwhile, putting up thousands of more housing. And it's just beyond me how they're able to get away with continuing to abuse their emergency authorities here. They really need to have their emergency authority removed. They should not be allowed to abuse their authority here in Southern Nevada any longer. It's ridiculous. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are abusing their authority by restricting access to a vital resource, to water, to residents, while allowing these big construction companies to just go spray down their construction sites willy-nilly, just free reign, just spraying all their construction sites down to keep the dust down, you know, and putting up more housing. I know I've already mentioned that, but putting up more housing, where are those people going to get their water from, you know? If we're in such a dire emergency that the Southern Nevada Water Authority has to go and raise our rates and restrict our water use, then why are they putting up more housing? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, there's the strip down there in all its hazy glory. Mount Charleston. And apparently there's wind warnings going on for tonight and into tomorrow morning. So they're going to be cutting off the power to the residents and the people that live up there on the hill, up there on the mountain. You know, to prevent wildfires, of course. But I think it has other intentions and motivations too. They want people off of that mountain there because there is still some valuable resources in those hills. Rare resources. Just on the other side, right over there in that direction, is one of the largest lithium mines in the U.S., in California there, just on the other side of the Sierra Nevadas. And I suspect anyway, some of these other hills around here still have some resources left in them, and they know it. So, anyway, you can see no chemtrails in sight. All the way around, there's no chemtrails. And I can tell you that the temperature here is pretty much about the same that it was the other day when I had recorded all of those chemtrails going on and all that stratospheric aerosol injections happening here. Not much of a temperature change, so you can't say that it's because the temperature is different on this day that there's no contrails in the sky, because that's bullshit. I'm called bullshit on that one. They were spraying us up good, and you can see by the haze. You can see all the way around us, the haze, all around the high valley here. It's because all of those chemicals and all that bullshit that they sprayed us with the other day is all settled down to ground level. So, yeah. Anyway, you can see all the way around, not a chemtrail in sight. Very few contrails. Very few trails, period. Yeah. Do another zoom here on the BQ. The B supposedly stands for Basic High School, which is over to the south of our location. And the Q stands for Quentin Robbins, which supposedly was one of the victims of the whole 1 October thing. That Q popped up shortly after 1 October. So, yeah. I can swing this around here and show you. Oh, there's the high school, or the international school, International Academy over there. And that is the grandstand right there that I captured and getting struck by what I suspect was a directed energy strike right there. So, and it's very curious about this international school. They got that blue, that interesting color blue, that Maui color blue that supposedly is impervious to these lightning strikes and stuff. So they've got that blue all around that whole high school over there. There's Black Mountain. Yeah, they're really building up the housing up there on the side of that hill. I think they're setting people up for when they finally allow the atmospheric river that flows in from the west there to flow into the valley here. They're setting those people up for some serious mudslides. They're setting us up for exactly what has happened to California. And the people here in Nevada, particularly here in the southern end of the valley, better wise up, because it's going to end up being just like Cali, where a lot of these houses, even up there, Lake Las Vegas is up in that direction there. Even some of those brand new $1 million houses they're building up there at Lake Las Vegas, they're going to come running right down that hill as soon as the deluge begins. So they're setting us up for some major disasters here in southern Nevada, I suspect. So anyway, there is the sun. All right, just thought maybe I would do a quick live from the rooftop here. I don't think I've ever done a live from the roof here. Just to show y'all, we don't have a bunch of spraying going on today. There's very few contrails, as some people might call them. I should rephrase that. There's contrails, like regular condensation trails, but no heavy chemtrails in sight. So, and I'm not going to be celebrating that just so quickly, though, because I can see where all of that spraying that they did the other day has kind of settled all down, all the way around us and down here at ground level. We're in a flan haze. You can see right there. That's the valley up towards Area 51. Big, thick haze over that way. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get down from the roof here. Just thought I would share that with y'all live from the rooftop here in southern Nevada, Henderson. Do one more quick zoom in on the strip there. It's a little bit shaky using my camera phone, so. There's the Luxor. And Allegiant Stadium. There's the Strat. Pretty good haze here. All right. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and mindful, folks. I don't think the people in charge right now are going to allow such a peaceful transfer of power like they say. I really don't. It's really interesting to me. I just have to say something really quick too before I end this live stream. It's really interesting to me to hear the people in the media and some of these Democrats and folks talking about this peaceful transfer of power and how it was just so peaceful when Trump was first elected. No, it wasn't. From 2016 to 2020, it was not peaceful. It was not peaceful under any circumstances, you know? And I'm already seeing reports and information surfacing about protests and stuff going on right now because of Trump. In fact, there's a protest, according to Penguin 6, there's a protest scheduled for 2 days before Trump's inauguration where they are expecting 50,000 people there in D.C. I don't think that it's going to be very peaceful. I think that they are going to make the next 4 years a living hell for anyone that voted for him. I really do. They're not going to allow it to be such a peaceful transfer. And I'm even hearing some little whispers about how some of the Dems are pushing to have Biden step down so that Camel Toe can take over that office for the last couple of months. And God help us, we would be so freaking screwed if they did that. And you got to wonder what the premise would be. Would they finally admit that Biden has got some level of dementia and he's not fit to serve? Force him out of the office so that she can get in there and just destroy our country even more before she gets out? I mean, I'm not buying the whole peaceful transfer. And I think that it's really, really frustrating and infuriating when I hear these media talking heads all talking about, well, what do you mean? We can't give a peaceful transfer of power. Why would you think we wouldn't? Maybe because from 2016 to 2020, you made life a living freaking hell. And then you brought COVID on. I mean, I'm not trusting any of these people. None of them. And, I'm having hope that maybe with Trump being in office and him having somebody like Bobby, like RFK Jr. on his team and on his side, that maybe something might get done that would actually benefit all Americans here in our country. All Americans, and not just some. They talk about how they want to be all inclusive and all of this stuff like that, but yet they're creating all these different protected groups. You want to be inclusive, but you want to have your own little parties and your own little get-togethers and your own little projects and your own little agencies. But you want to be inclusive? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. These people are whacked. It's just crazy. But anyway, there's your live view from the roof here in southern Nevada, Henderson. Stay safe and mindful, y'all. There's more to come if I can help it.